When the new script comes through the door or whatever, like it's the most exciting part, you know. For that day, you're kind of going, wow, this is amazing, my character's doing this, or this happens to do it, and then kind of natural actor instinct goes in when then you feel nervous about doing it or whatever, or trying to get it right. But it's always exciting, because with Julian, you just don't know. He can take it anywhere, and with this, like, no one really knew or had any inkling that it was going to do this. Like, it really does. No one's going to expect what happens in this, because it really has shaken up the mould. And that's super exciting. And then also, practically, then knowing where you're going to be to actually film it. You're like, wow, I can't wait to do that scene or do that, or be a part of that huge thing. And it's super exciting. Hollywood coming to Downton is a huge thing. And the camera team, the kind of the crew within a crew, and the old cameras and the old way of recording the sound and stuff, you know, it's like, I was excited just to see that, you know, and to be a part of that. Laura Haddock turning up and being the lead, like, Hollywood superstar, it's like, you know, it's incredible. And so you need to, like, imbue that, like, you know, it's like Marilyn Monroe or these kind of old school Hollywood people. And that was actually just as exciting as I was expecting it to be, you know, it really was really special. And then my character doesn't get to go to the south of France, but obviously that's going to be a real treat to watch what they got up to over there, because already from the trailer, I mean, it looks pretty beautiful, doesn't it? Oh, Sophie's awesome, yeah, she's great. We always look forward to our scenes together. They're normally like court moments, you know. Most of our love story, like, that Julian's written, is a brief kind of word here and there that you see on screen. I'm rushing out, or she's rushing out, she's making something. So we get a few moments where we're just us together, and actually in this film we do, where we see us kind of away from the house. And that was really lovely, because, you know, she's an absolute joy to work with, and we get on well in real life. So hopefully that kind of transfers onto the screen. It's like having, like, a summer holiday and then going back to school. It's like you're nervous. I think everyone feels nervous, like, before the read-through, and then as soon as you see everyone, you're sort of straight back into, you know, old friendships and relationships. And we see each other in between a little bit. But with lockdown and stuff, it was kind of extra, it sort of felt even more special to all be coming back. And really, you know, because of Gareth and producers and Liz, like, making it happen as one of the first films to come back and really work after lockdown, it was very special to even just be working, and then to be all together again was extra special. So we just felt very, very lucky. And it's the thing with Downton, like, it goes and then it comes back again, and you just can't believe that you get to do this thing again with these people, because they really are such a lovely bunch, and not just the actors, you know, it's the crew, it's everyone, right from the producers down to runners and drivers and you know, it's all such a lovely bunch. But she's unbelievable. She's Dame Maggie Smith. I mean, she's incredible. I think she takes Julian's lines, and she just. I don't see how she, like, you read the script, you read her lines and you go, yeah. And then you see her do it, and she's just done something completely different and brilliant and hilarious. And, like, she's just incredible. So it's all of the film crew coming to Downton. So with that, you know, it's Dominic West, Laura Haddock's, Hugh Dancy is the director, and Alex McQueen, who plays Stubbins, sound engineer, and you know, those new characters coming in, that's why he's so clever, Julian, because they're outside of the group. They're completely fresh faces. They're bringing new energy to the set anyway. And so, you know, for me, seeing Dominic West is like, whoa, that's, you know, he's huge. You know, I love The Wire, and they were great. They slotted straight in. They were really fun. They were brilliant. And Alex is absolutely hilarious. And we had a Zoom, like, read through because of COVID, and I saw his face pop up, and I was like, oh my God, this guy, he's going to be in it. He's so good, and he's perfect for the role, and he was absolutely unbelievable. Such a nice guy. I mean, it was awesome. Like, when we read that was going to be, you know, the family were going to go out there, we're like, really, this is going to be absolutely incredible. And also, really, you know, talking about, like, Maggie and stuff, they have stories about whether they would go to the south of France and film these amazing, the old kind of Hollywood filming, acting stories. And now it feels like everyone in the cast has got sort of, oh yeah, I remember when we went to the south of France to do this film. Like, it feels a bit of a dream. And they managed to make it work with COVID and everything. And it still felt like a really amazing experience. And the footmen who came in were great. And they didn't take much tweaking. But that was fun, a different sort of role. And also having seen some of the stuff with on boats and the villa and stuff, it's absolutely incredible. It looks magic. And it's raised the thing again. Like, it raised from the series to the first film, it kind of had to expand and become something bigger, and now it feels like it's done it again. And I don't know how they keep on doing that, but they do. Simon Curtis definitely is part of the Downton family. I mean, he's been there kind of all the way along because of Elizabeth McGovern, and so he sort of came in knowing everything. Like, he's great. I mean, I love working with him. He's got an amazing attention to detail. He knows everyone's character very acutely. Like, he has ideas about everyone, which for a big cast is a real skill, because if you're not on that day, if your character's not doing that much, you want to feel like you're invested in every scene, or you're like, your character's got a thread through every scene. And he does that. Like, he was an absolute joy, and I think everyone would say they loved working with him. He was brilliant, and he got sort of, it's not an easy, I imagine it's not an easy thing to come into where the style, the tone of it is already decided in lots of ways, and how do you come in and put your own stamp on it? So he has to have that conversation with Gareth Neame, producer, and Liz Trubridge, and kind of navigate his way through that. But everyone felt like he just came with this new, refreshed energy, which was absolutely brilliant. I think it's changed. Like, we've had answered the question quite a lot, and I think early on I felt like it was universal themes of like love and regret and jealousy, and then in its context today, I feel like where this film comes out today, it's more about escape and joyful and a kind of indulging in a decadence that I feel like the first film was a joyful thing, but this feels like it's just a happy, joyful escape for 2 hours. Like, and I feel like that's its importance now, which is, I think it's evolved into that.